Welcome to Weakness and Bigness. This is Adrian here. So day 19 recap and day 20 recap. We'll start with day 19. Day 19 I actually received a indoor walker. So it's like a mini treadmill so that I can stay inside the house, watch TV with the wife, and kill two birds with one stone. Spend time with family, dogs, etc. while still getting my 3.5 to 4 miles in each day. This has worked out pretty dang good and it was pretty nice. However, every Wednesday night I'm probably going to be cutting it early and might not get a video. That's why we're doing a double day recap, because I work early on Thursdays. The addition of the crunches, the push-ups, the lat pull downs, the jumping jacks, and the body squats has drastically changed my move goal. And I will say it's quite interesting that the bench press feels easy to me, but yet doing push-ups is a struggle. I will tell you that I have not successfully done 25 in a row yet. One day, however, it looks like right now I'm on the consecutive 10 for the first round, then rest a little bit, 5, then rest a little bit, then 5, then rest a little bit, and then sometimes the last 5, sometimes like 3 or 4, and then that last 1 or 2. I will say body weight exercises definitely have their challenge in comparison to straight weight. Just be aware of that. For those of you who may also be doing things like this or are looking at ways to improve yourself, if you can't do a push-up, don't be afraid to do it from your knees. The form is still the same. If you're even heavier than I am, and even that isn't something that you can do, you can also go into your bathroom, onto the sink, or if you happen to have an island or a countertop in your kitchen where you can get leverage, and as far as the leverage can go, push and lift up. If you honestly can't do that, there is I learned this from watching sumo, but this exercise can build the strength as well. And this is literally pressing against the wall, just pressing against the wall. I mean, if you can't stand, get yourself close enough that you can sit on a chair or whatnot and push, and just push and push and push. That tension over time will build a little bit of fibers. Try to get that full extension. Bring your body in, hold your weight all the way against it and push. If you can't do a squat, body squat, I also suggest, like, I have a stool here, or if you can't get that deep, have a chair underneath you. Just those partial little bits in that movement will eventually build up small, the tendons, to tighten them up, the ligaments, and make sure that they're all working in concession, that your muscles will slowly, those fibers will start to build. Whether you have fast twitch or slow twitch muscle, you will eventually start to build that muscle. And you can do that with each one of these exercises. The crunches, if you can't lift up because your hip flexors hurt too much or your legs are too heavy or things like that, you can also do like a stool here, rest your legs on top of them, push your legs up against the bed or against the couch, lay on your back, just enough to pull yourself in. One good tactic to make sure that you're not putting any strain on your neck. Do this. Just try to get your elbows as far as you can towards those knees while you're in that crunch position, while focusing on the muscle inside your core. Really flex your stomach. I mean, it's not going to be an easy process, but there are ways to accomplish it. And slow and steady wins the race. Not everybody's going to be a pro. Not everybody's going to be, Chris Harriet. Not everybody's going to be, these guys who are doing plants, push-ups, and one-arm handstands, etc. Start small. Again, take the small victories, whatever you can do. If you don't have a lat pull-down machine, find something that you have a bar. You can buy like overhead door pull-ups that you can actually hang up above your door. And if you can't do a pull-up, don't worry about the pull-up yet. Do hangs. Just hanging and allowing your body to do that weight against that resistance will slowly build up the muscles. just holding there. Start with small increments, 10 seconds, then build up to 30 seconds, then build up to a minute, then build up to 2 minutes. Then once you've gotten to the point of hanging and able to hang, do one arm hangs, same thing. Then once you've gotten to the point where you can do one arm hangs, then start just flexing enough to, trying to pinch your shoulder blades. Just that, you don't have to go all the way up, just pinch it. Slow progression will get you there. So that's pretty much my day 19 recap, and a little bit of messaging to anybody out there who may be in the same situation I am. Day 20, I did my workout. I will say that I'm going to make 2 recommendations. If anybody happens to fall in the same boat as I am, don't drink a 2 servings of protein shake less than 30 minutes prior to your workout, especially when it's 16 fluid ounces or just pounding it. That didn't work out too well when I got to the squats. I will tell you that it wasn't my legs that gave out. I was quite winded, but it wasn't the wind that was giving out. I was actually feeling it in my stomach as I'd get down to a certain point. It wasn't quite gag reflex, but it was enough to tell me like, no man, I can't keep shaking this up. This is not a good idea. So that's first tip. Second tip is, as I told you, I got the new walking machine. And so I kind of pushed myself today to really, I wanted to see how far I could go. So I did double my move goal. I recommend if you're going to try and do 4 miles, don't do it right before you work out as well. Apparently this, it didn't really hurt my heart rate, but I will say I definitely didn't feel as much power during my workout. I will say that in the past, at least so far during this journey, I have been doing my walks and stuff about 2 to 3 hours prior to my workout, or earlier in the day, or throughout the day, and then I kind of get all the like catch-up steps in between sets. So like every single time I do a bench press set, I'm walking during my time between the next set, just to capture those small steps. A little bit of movement goes a long way overall. And I do that between each set. Well, that movement normally doesn't exhaust me. This time I actually felt tired during movements. Now I will say I did increase my weight again, and I think this is also because I'm actually really feeling really positive about my strength right now. Clearly there were some sets that I couldn't go to full completion of 10, and then I had to stutter them, or basically stagger. I mean that I went like 8 or 7 and then rested and then hit the last remaining 3, or even in sets of 1, whatever I did to accomplish it. I still got my 10, however I wasn't a consecutive, like just straight doing all 10 all in one go. I will say that my strength is feeling positive. I didn't feel exhausted from it. However, I think the mixture of the protein shake and me being tired from the walk impacted that. So I would suggest, if you can, try and get that other stuff out of the way before, or do your workout first and then do the cardio. I just have pushed myself so much to say, hey, before midnight I'm hitting these goals, that I had to push myself. As I kind of mentioned earlier, I'm going to try and keep these videos separate so I can actually talk about topics in the future that touch me, and things that I feel I'm on this platform now. I shouldn't just be making this just a vlog about me. I have an opportunity to share insight that maybe you already know, or maybe it'd just be nice for someone else to hear it from someone else's perspective, or that maybe someone never ever has said to you and you've never thought about that. I would like to share that motivation now that it has kind of clicked back in my head, and it feels like it's back to the optimistic Adrian that I was before. Although the weight is not quite where I was, my mindset is, and I'd like to share that however I can. So I'm going to kind of keep these videos separate from the actual workouts, and I will continue to post the workouts in separate videos. But that was my day 19, day 20 recap. Please be aware when you do see the workout video, if you happen to watch it, I only got 8 sets during my squats. Again, that was because of the protein shake, and my body is telling me, don't keep doing this. This could result in something you don't want to do. I'm looking forward to next week. Next week, my workouts will continue to be the same. However, I will be adding in little factors, as I kind of discussed. And I'm going to try to continue to do the in and out activity. However, it is really pushing me right now. I didn't realize how much. On certain days I don't come out of the office. Some days I come in the office constantly, and it adds up when you're doing like 100 body squats and 100 jumping jacks, and 75 push-ups and 75 lat pull downs. It starts being a little bit where I was like, wow, this is basically its own workout. However, I'm not stopping it. I am actually enjoying it. I just wanted to say that I might have to rethink this, and maybe this might be something where I look at just saying, okay, every day I'm going to, instead of doing this, every morning I'm going to do 100 jumping jacks and 100 squats and 100 push-ups, and throughout the day I can just work on it, like every time I take a break or something. I'm going to revisit this. Lastly, I did put out a video regarding a challenge that what will I want to do at the end of the year, and I was hoping for people's input. I have had 3 ideas presented to me, and they were actually kind of cool, and I was still looking for more ideas. The 3 ideas that have already been posed to me were to potentially try and find a bodybuilding competition, which I was like, okay, I'm fat, but we're looking at a year. We're looking at a year out, and try and show where I've been and where I'm at now. Potentially try to compete, which apparently they do something like this often. That sounds interesting. Another idea that was presented to me was to do a powerlifting competition. That sounds interesting. However, I think with my current goal set and everything I'm doing, I'm not certain I would be able to actually even place well in a powerlifting competition, because I'm stripping so much of my body weight off. I'm not certain I'm going to be able to even keep the strength that I will gain, as my weight starts to decline. I'm hopeful that it doesn't, but I'm not certain if that's going to be something that's going to be easy. However, that was an option that was thrown out there. And a Spartan race. I've kind of heard a little bit about a Spartan race, but I'm not exactly certain what it is. I guess it's some kind of obstacle course, similar to like a mud run, I guess. I'm not certain. But if you happen to have ideas, these are just things that I'm thinking for after this 100-day MacroFactor fitness challenge is over, that I still have a goal to be shooting for. What is it, my 1-year anniversary, that I should be shooting for? Keep the ideas coming, and hopefully, at the end of the MacroFactor Fitness Challenge, I'll make a poll to kind of say, hey, what is my year anniversary challenge going to be? And I do have other challenges coming on. After this challenge is complete, to continue to push myself towards my goal, I'm going to be doing other fitness challenges. Like maybe I'll do something like 10,000 push-ups in 30 days, or things like that. Just think of crazy ideas. I'm going to find ways to keep myself active while not just staying complacent. I'm going to push myself. And those people who maybe think, hey, this is crazy, or maybe want to come along, please join me as we lose weight together, or just get ourselves in shape. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day. Peace.